So, last year, July, I turned 30. And I don't even know if this is what I want this conversation to be about. Um, there we go. I need my glasses to act right. I had an Amazon return. But yeah. So, I'm chilling in my bed, relaxing and just reflecting, right? I'm on my period. This is girl chat, so I'm on my period. And I'm in my feelings. Okay. Um, yeah, I turned 30 earlier this year, last year, July. And they say something happens when you turn 30, and I totally agree. Totally agree. I feel like so many changes have happened within the last 6, 7 months since, turning 30. Like clarity with all things. Um, Leaving people behind. Um, no longer self abandoning. Like, so many things have, came and just, I'm so grateful for where I am and who I am. And if there's anything I want to do, um, they keep texting me. What is that about? Um, I don't know. I don't like that either. No, I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep going. This is honest. This is me, being honest. So, um, I was thinking about like, there's so many things I want to tell you guys about my reflections, but I don't know, like, we're not that cool yet, so I don't want to tell you like all my business. But, um, the other day, I had a breakdown. Granted, I'm on my period. My period came today, so there was reasons for that. I don't track my period. Do you guys track your period? Is it helpful? I feel like it is because like I want to moon sync and like sync my cycles with the earth and the moon and the lunar phase, and I think that'd be really beneficial for me, especially understanding like my creative ebbs and flows. So that's something, if I can share that with you ladies, like truly consider your menstrual cycle and like how that impacts you. But I like snapped yesterday and I just was like praying and talking to God and just, you know, complaining about the things that aren't the way I want them to look, about the things that, you know, just require patience. And literally yesterday, I felt like it was the end of the world. Um, as I get older, my breakdowns, my whatever they are, my emotional moments, my releases are a lot more intense the older I get, which is crazy. Because it was already intense back then. Well, you know what? Back then, when I used to spaz out, well, I never spazzed out, but back when I used to, my back when I released when I was younger, it was a lot more chaotic. Like, I remember crying and like hyperventilating, and it just felt like, if I can compare it to like the water and the ocean, it just felt like a thunderstorm in the middle of the ocean and just as wild as the ocean can get, you know? And then eventually the waves settled and my peace returned. But like, yeah, those releases when something crazy happened, when I got bad news and whatever, like just my self-awareness, the the my foundation, um, wasn't as firm as it is now. So my releases and the moments that I cry and the moments I feel deeply, they feel a lot more like, even when I cried yesterday and had that moment, I was still very secure within myself. I still was like, my life is going so well. I'm so happy. I know who I am, like I had, like, I was firm. My foundation was solid. And, the waves and the things were still happening, but like, I'm gonna get a good example for that. I'm gonna find a good visual for that. But I feel very secure. And so yeah, I released yesterday, and now today, one one of the best days ever. One of the best days ever, truly. Um, got to go home and work remote. I usually work remote 2 days out the week, so 2.5 days out the week. I was able to get things done for my salon. I'm going to be working at the salon this weekend. So, like, it's Valentine's Day weekend. Yeah. So, I got like gifts and prizes and special things. And I was able to prepare that. After I finish talking to you guys, I have homework. After I finish talking to you, I don't know if there's people, with you, but just me and you, boo. After I finish talking to you, I'm going to do my homework. And yeah. But okay, back to what I was talking about. Today has been a wonderful day. A beautiful day. And yesterday just seemed like a low one, Um Pretty soon I'm gonna have the flow of this down, and it's gonna be everything that it needs to be. But right now I haven't talked in front of a camera in ages. Um yeah. I guess I just wanted to say hello. Something else before I called you. I was just talking to myself. And like, I have been through a lot these last few years, y'all. Like, these last few years have been trying. It's been difficult. I've been bamboozled. I've been tricked. I'm like, team protect women. Don't get tricked by these men. Like, baby, they'll waste a lot of time. But yeah, like, I was just thinking about like who I am and all my experiences. And baby, I'm the shit. I'm not gonna tell you. I can't tell you everything because we just getting to know each other. I can't tell you all my business, but baby, I'm the shit. And yeah, yeah, like, baby, yeah. And you should feel that way about yourself. You should feel that way about yourself, truly. And yeah. If there was anything that I can share with you that I think will be beneficial, it would be to choose yourself. I don't want to get emotional. I know I'll be crying. It'll be to choose yourself. Um, those releases and the storms I was in when I was younger was really due to a reaction from somebody who I loved and who I put before myself, you know, in all things, not just friends or romantic, like, you know, I found myself, I was always considering other people's opinions before my own. So the camera's like, it's mirrored different, y'all. So I'm trying to, you know, um, I always find myself putting people's reality and feelings and heart and experience before my own. And then when it came time for them to, care about me, I was disappointed. I was disappointed because I'm like, I wouldn't do that to you. Like, look at what I've done for you. Like, it was almost like, okay, if I, you know, is submit the right word? I don't know, lower? No. If I over love you, if I overgive, then if I overgive, over love, overextend myself for you, then you'll do that for me. Like, you'll treat me how I treat you. That wasn't the case. That wasn't the case. Um, so choose you. Choose you, because if you don't choose you, no one else will, you know? And I know it's a saying, I know people say that, but it's so much more than, you know, you can't love anybody if you don't love yourself. You can't da da da. You can't choose you. What I'm saying, it's so much more than just a saying. Um, if you don't choose you, naturally, other people are going to choose themselves. Other people who are secure, who love themselves, who are, you know, who you're attracted to as a people pleaser. We are, I can't speak for you, but I was attracted to strong people with an identity, a strong identity and strong sense of self. And those people always, I'm going to say that. Because there's people that, it's so complicated. Because I'm not going to say that they were all like that. Because no, they're not. I'm really only thinking about maybe two people who were really pieces of shit. But it's not just about like the super toxic. It's just about the quality of life overall. Life is better when you choose you. Life is better when you consider how you feel. Because myself, with me putting others before myself, considering how they feel, anticipating, predicting, walking on eggshells, curating, overthinking, you know, I was so hyper aware and hyper focused on others that I didn't know myself. I didn't know me, what I liked, what I didn't like. Shoot, are you gonna make me mad? You know what I'm saying? Like, do I like you? These are questions I ask now. This is what's going on right now. But yeah, back then I didn't consider myself. I didn't think about myself in a real way. Like, yeah, day to day, gotta brush your teeth, take a shower, smell good. You want to look good, and you know. But even back then, I was so deep. It was still surface level. Because where I'm at, I'm deep, deep in the ocean now. That's what it's like. Yeah. It's still the same chaos, it's still the same storm, but it's more intense because I'm further out. And what do I compare it as? Am I like the storm or am I like an object in the ocean? I'm not sure. We'll get there. See, it's coming. It's wrapping up. Maybe next episode. I'll have it. But yeah. Um, what's that saying? For example, me, for example, it's really hard to choose yourself. Recently, a lot of people have been let go from my life. I have released a lot of people. No, I mean, a lot is relative, but I released some key players in my life. They're no longer the star players in Ashley's life. And it's been trying. Um, and it was hard. Some people I've had in my life for years, more than 10 years, more than 15 years. I had a friend 20 years that I let go of. And they did things that were hurtful and harmful to me, or their values didn't align with my values, or we weren't going in the same direction. And I held on from nostalgia. I love nostalgia. I love remembering. I'm a Cancer, so I love all the feels. I love you, like, and even these people I'm referring to, I love them, still to this day. But I had to release them. And it got to the point where I was like self-abandoning, because you know how, like, I let a lot of people go. My life has changed, right? It got to the point, the more I started working on myself and loving myself, the more those feelings of contempt from them was just screaming in my ear, like, I'm unhappy in this situation with you. I don't like you. Just I just couldn't take it. And yeah, eventually it was just screaming. And I used to be able to self-abandon, meaning self-abandon, um, putting others before yourself, forgetting yourself essentially, not caring about you. Because here I have these people in my life who I don't feel comfortable with being in my life, but I want you to be comfortable. I don't want you to feel bad that I feel bad. I don't want you to I don't want you to be impacted, affected. Yeah, I don't know. I don't want you to feel away. I don't want you to be hurt. I don't want you to be upset with me because I'm unhappy in this. So I'll pretend and I'll be unhappy and, you know, talk about you behind your back, honestly, or just complain. I'll do that and be angry at you, at myself, but I couldn't do that. The more I grew closer to myself, the more I worked on myself, the shadow work, the love I have for myself, the more it was like, no, this is not okay. This is not going to work for me. And it was almost like somebody I cut off, I had to just do it that day. I had to do it that hour. I was like, no, this cannot happen another day. And I remember just feeling so scared. Scared to choose me. Scared of what they would think. Scared of me being painted as a bad person. Because really, people pleasing isn't much about them. If we're being honest, if we get really deep into it, right? People pleasing is very selfish because it's rooted in manipulation, you know? Because when I was thinking about breaking up with this friend, I was like, I don't want to be painted as the one who is a bad person or who's the evil character in your life. Um, what are you gonna think about me? Like, what is the story gonna be? What is the narrative? Who are you gonna tell? And baby, I said, I am unhappy. I'm unhappy. What do I think? And when I talked to myself and spoke out loud, and I said, I am unhappy. This is stressing me out. This is not benefiting me. In that moment, I chose me. There was no more pushing it down. And being 30, everything is very clear. Clarity is certain. Clear. And I said, I can't do this no more. My life has been my life has been amazing ever since. My life is wonderful. If I sound low, I'm on my period. Sorry. My life is awesome. And sometimes you have to release stuff. You have to release things for new things to come in. Because believe it or not, there are people holding you back energetically. We don't live with people. We don't know what they're doing in their free time, what they got going on, what they brewing and cooking, you know? And some of them may not mean you any good. You never know. So, like, just have discernment with everybody in your life. But what I'm saying is, if someone is making you unhappy or your intuition is telling you something's off, trust yourself. Because if you're uncomfortable, even if it wasn't anything, you being uncomfortable is good enough reason for you to get away. You feeling away, that's where I want to get to personally in my journey. If I'm not feeling it, I'm not feeling it. No questions. No questions, because there's obviously a reason I'm feeling this way. I have great pattern recognition. I'm sure you do too. So yeah, like, choose you. I summed it all up to say, when you turn 30, as you mature, as you grow in this life, choose you. It'll be hard, but with age comes wisdom, and you'll be blessed with this clarity that'll make it easier to choose you. God willing. But yeah, this is episode 1 of, I don't know what we're going to call this, but it was nice talking to you. I hope this was helpful. I know it's all over the place, but it'll all come together. Just like it'll all come together for your life and for who you are and what you have going on, because all things are working for our good.